Bow down before my psycho power.
Thank you to everyone who's donated. Tekken 8 tried to be a game for everyone, but ended up being a game for no one. And that's usually how it happens, right? So I'll show you guys a tweet from King J. Win 600 points, you lose 600 points. If you wish to add a bit more than fair, but not a whole 200 points. Use this match for example. I am fighting in Claudio, who is 2 ranks above me. If I lose this, I lose like 600 points. If I win like 400 points. Why is the game like this? It's a very interesting thing when you talk about balance. There was a YouTube video that I was recommended. Maybe you guys was recommended the video as well. It was a video about the main man, and it was about how the main man is used to the game sucking. I appreciate the donut. Ranked is an uphill battle, except the mountain is a volcano with lava. It's like, what's the point? I do agree. Maybe you guys seen this video. I watched 3 minutes and 29 seconds of it before I ran off and started to do whatever I did. But I do think this video does a good job of explaining what's wrong with Tekken.
People like the main man are used to balance issues. Tekken has always been a very unbalanced game, and since he is a legacy player, he can, you know, shout to the company and say that the balance of the game is awful and criticize it, but he's gonna play the game anyway. Not only because he's a big content creator of the game, but also because he's used to having balance problems.
Okay, I wasn't gonna do this. Here's why balance will not be achieved.
Understand that balance is not just about the competitive side, it's about sales.
This is a short clip, only 5 seconds, but in this full thing, he says balance is about sales and bringing in new players. Was there a third thing he said? I don't know. But yeah, this is why they will never achieve balance, because they don't want balance. They want money and they want new players.
You have to understand that balance is not just about the competitive side, it's about sales.
That's why Heihachi released the way that he did. And I'm not going to argue with you guys about Heihachi being super OP. I understand. You guys all play Heihachi. You think he's A tier. Some of you think he's B tier. Fair enough. But I think Heihachi is a perfect example of balancing being about sales. I appreciate the dono. I'd rather deal with the balance issues with character specific moves and still feel in control as I play, rather than a game with universal mechanics and pressure that I have no choice but to respect it. First off, thank you for the dono. Second off, bro, you be on point. That is an excellent way to put it. I feel like Tekken 8 is suffering from both character-specific moves, but also mechanics.
And we actually want a balanced game, and we do not want to stand the fact that there is such a high, you know, power level between only a handful of characters that can basically destroy your experience.
This is pretty interesting, right? This person is considering themselves a casual, right? This casual is saying that legacy players are used to the problems and casuals are not. So we're not having fun. Isn't that crazy, bro? This is how they designed the game, and casuals are rejecting it. And the legacy players are rejecting it as well. But then you have some legacy players who are used to chaos, and they're just like, oh, okay, all right, fair enough. The game's broken, so what? It'll be good in 2 years. 2 years comes and then it's still not good. And I won't say not good, but I'm just saying like there's more things to worry about. Like when you think about Tekken 7, right? People say Tekken 7 got good in 2 years. You know what also happened in 2 years? Marduk, Zafina, Ganryu, Leroy Smith, Fakamab. You start to get into the year 3, but you see my point. Like you say the game will be good in X amount of years, but then when you get there, then there's more garbage being thrown at you.
Players have always, you know, understand that this game is so hard that it causes a lot of stress, and it moves people around some toxic behaviors both online and offline. There's a lot of examples of it. There's 2 that are very basic and that everyone that has tried to play Tekken casually understand, and that is 1, lag switchers, and 2, the players that only do one and dones when you play online.
Why do people hate one and done so much? Okay, so I don't one and done all the time, but I do it like a lot. But here's my reasoning why. And you could take my reasoning and say it's not a good reason or not whatever, right? But I hate when I lose against someone, I rematch them, and I'm about to win, and the person plug. Or they start to lag the game. I'm a slimy little greasy Yoshi Bane. And you guys are very supportive. Regardless. So thank you for the dono. Now let's see what the dono says. Why a lot of people hate just modern fighting games in general with Tekken 8 mindset. It's not about outplaying your opponent. It's about robbing you and making you feel less salty about it. Tekken is doing this whole cater to casuals thing, which I don't know if you guys seen Call of Duty, but the past couple of Call of Duties have been doing that. Call of Duty, they tried to lower the skill gap, and then they realized that lowering the skill gap was a mistake, and they went back in the direction of let's make skill dominates. And you guys can see how excited people are for Call of Duty. Now Tekken is currently doing the same thing. Skill at first dominated, now they're catering to casuals with Tekken 7. Tekken 7 was a little bit, right? A little bit of it. And then they reached all this success, and the lesson they took away from that success is that catering to casuals made them successful. That's the lesson they took away from Tekken 7. So with Tekken 8, they went all in on that, and now they're in the same space Call of Duty was, where they went too far, and now you just have to wonder, will they pull back like Call of Duty did?
And it's very hard to learn the game if you actually have that experience every time. And I gotta say that I haven't played Tekken in a while, but every time I play Tekken, at least half of my matches are one and done.
We'll see, and this is the thing, right? This person's talking about they can't learn because everyone's one and done. In my opinion, you should not be in ranked learning. And that's the problem with Tekken as well. Tekken makes people feel like they should be in ranked. There's no way little Timmy goes to the store and buys a copy of Tekken 8 and then turns it on and feels obligated to go into ranked. Little Timmy should have something else to do that is not ranked, that is not stressful, but also teaches him how to play the game. The fact that Tekken 8 only has this ranked or nothing is bad. Why don't they realize that? They need a alternative. This person who, considers themselves a casual is complaining that they can't learn in rank because everyone's one and done, but this person should not be in ranked learning. And then also too, if we go back to this King J tweet, let's finish this tweet. Tekken 8 is meant to bring in a new audience, but I feel like the rank system made a lot of people want to drop the game. King J, a legacy player, is saying exactly what this casual player is feeling in this video. All of these pieces connect. One and done is not toxic when you get no points. Who cares about manners? We don't know each other. Not caring about manners is what is wrong with modern society. I think in video games it's very different, right? In video games, talking about manners, in real life, talking about manners. Like, I want it done, but that don't mean I go outside and like litter. You know what I mean?
And finally, why we as a casual community should trust the developers of the game that are going to try and make it more balanced if the development philosophy of Tekken 8 is not even connected to the idea of balance. Like, it is very clear that the devs of this game want it to be broken, and that's fine.
I consider myself a casual. I don't know if they will accept me into the club, but I want to be a casual, bro. The casuals are evolving. Did you hear what he just said? He said balance is not like their goal. It's obvious. Bro is not a casual. I'm not a casual? What? Why am I not a casual, bro? I mean, your whole bread is Tekken? Bro, but I want to be the very best. Y'all need to stop gatekeeping. Y'all some gatekeepers.